How do I feel about manifestation? I get a tickle just talking about it. Okay, you know what I hate? I hate when there's a conversation presented to me. It's about me. And I'm like, okay, it'd be good to kind of just release a little bit. So I'm talking about the conversation. And it's like, well, wait a minute. What did you just say? And I said, yeah, we was talking about something like manifest. Like, do you think manifest happen here? And it's like, okay, what is manifest? And then I want to just, okay, it's just this. And then like get back into the like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Tell me about manifestation. So, okay, let me tell it on a video. And then hopefully I could call back and we could talk about what I wanted to talk about. I didn't even want to talk about it. It was you that brought it up. Okay. Let me tell you this story. Back in the day when I was in college, there was this guy, I can't even remember his name. He was a cool dude, played the guitar. And we were in an acting class together. Well, we had 2 classes. This was like a 3-hour class or something like that. And then there was a break in between and we just stayed there. We would have lunch there and all. Okay. And I don't know how, this is years ago. This is years ago in college. Okay. And I don't know how we got on the topic, but we got on this topic and now I guess you would call it manifestation. All this time, it's not until now, this year, or maybe last year, where I realized, okay, so this guy talked about something. I can't even remember, a number. Maybe it was a number. So then like he thought, oh, maybe it's in my Bible. And so he went to the page number, but it didn't reflect anything. But then I forgot how. There was a verse. It wasn't the page number, it was the chapter. So whatever, let's just say it was 30:27. So then he goes to the 30th book into the 27th verse or something like that. Okay, I can't remember. It was a long time ago. So, but how he was talking, this is a very serious guy, very serious man. And how he was talking, I was like, wow. Back then, I'm like, wow. Okay. So I said, you know what? I have been seeing 427, not all the time, but every now and then I'll just so happen to look and there's a 427. Oh, by the way, that's my birthday. For some of you who don't know. Okay, so I said, yeah, you know what? I seen 427. Like, is that? So then I started paying attention. And then as I paid attention, I would see it more, the 427. I never knew what it meant I would say this day, but last year, this day, I never knew. There was nothing. Is it a warning? Is it a sign? What does the 427 mean besides my birthday? But I would see it at awkward times. And I got other people into 427. They're seeing 427 too, but it's not for you. But they're seeing it. Maybe it is for you. I don't know. So I saw a video where it was talking about how we are conditioned to not believe in extraordinary things. We are conditioned to follow the path of earthly movement. Does that make sense? So like years ago, people would laugh at like green energy. Like, and like, for instance, like I got this charger, this solar charger. People would laugh years ago, not even that long ago, not many years ago, they would laugh at something like this. And now I have this thing and still to this day, I'm wowed by how it charges. I'm wowed by it. All this is from the sun. Okay. I'm coming together now. Now, you say, are you full on manifestation? I'm still learning. I'm listening. Don't give me the whole set. I'll buy the first package and save hold on to the other ones. Don't let me buy it yet. But it's got my attention. Okay, so all this time, people who have known me pretty much know about 427. Okay, and sometimes they don't even laugh anymore because then they're telling me this. They're like, "Stop it, Carlos." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?" It's right there. Okay. So then last year, if you watch my videos, you know it was a tough year. Tough year. And I did a video called I Love You. And that's true. But I do love you. And there was this guy who popped up and said unconditional love. Unconditional love. You can listen to that video. And man, that was a great video. That whole time now I see it was manifestation. This guy was at the perfect time at the perfect moment. And to tell me that I needed to hear that. And that was at that time, that unconditional was a powerful word at that moment because there was a bond there with that unconditional. There was something behind that. Okay, that's the best I can say. So I look back and it's also easy for me now because now I'm listening. I have a friend. I don't even know. I'll just say he's from Chile, who sent me a video. And it's just amazing. These things are coming at the right moment because now I'm ready to listen. Okay, so I'm just trying to help you maybe get ready to listen. I mean, this is different. I even had so to my Christian brothers and sisters. I have a friend who is a Christian therapist. And here I'm going against him like, what, man? So he said he had seen some things with a few of his patients where there was a manifest and there was a deliverance to them. Is that the best way I can say it? There was a deliverance to them in something that needed to be heard and said and for progress. That's the best I can say. There was something out of the ordinary happening that came from their mouth. And there was an energy that was not earthly. It was very spiritual. There was another story. So this is last year. There was another story where I went to go see the good friend of mine. He owns a shop. And he's a cool, mellow fellow, right? And he was like, oh, you got to look at this. He got these, what do you call those things? Those things, it's a big bowl and you swing the spoon around and it's... So when we felt, we can feel the energy there. It really brought down the anxiety. It really calmed you and all that. And I'm like, man, this is powerful. I'm sorry. I wish I could imitate this guy. And he's going around the bowl and he can't stop. I'm sorry. He can't stop. He can't stop. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? And he's like, damn it, Carlos. Oh, man, he can't stop. He can't stop. And then a guy comes into the shop and he stops. And his face, my friend's face, his face was like he's seen a ghost. He was just, you know, if you knew him, how cool this guy is. And he just looked like a little baby. He looked like he was, I don't know, like he was Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, man. So the guy comes in and he's like, hey, man, what's going on, man? My friend's not saying nothing. He's not saying nothing to him. So the guy's like, how you doing, man? He's like, oh, are you the guy who had the transplant? Yeah, so we're talking and I'm still kind of looking like, is my friend all right? You know? And you're looking at him like, you can't say nothing to your friend, man. And he was like, hey, man, so you got this for me? You got this bowl for me? And he's like, yeah. He says, all right, I'll be back. Hold it for me. I'll be back on whatever day. Okay. When the guy left, I was like, what's wrong with you, man? And he's like, Carlos, I just thought about this guy. Like, I haven't heard from him. I'm hoping he's okay. Please, Lord, just tell me that he's all right. Show me that he's fine. And here he comes walking into the door. I haven't seen him in 3 months. That was a funny moment. So I go to my car and I mean, there's a series. I'm just only telling you a few things. There was a series of moments here. I go to my car and I said, should I let my cousin know that I'm down here? Boom. I get a text from my cousin. She was like, it's been a long time since I've seen you. When am I going to see you? Like, I'm on my way. Like, man. So at that time, my friend was kind of telling me about the manifestation. So that was like my first day hearing about it, and then I'm actually witnessing it as he's telling me about it. So I get out the car, I go back to the shop, and he's looking at me the same way again. He's looking at it. I said, hey man, I gotta tell you, hold on. He says, hold on. I was just thinking, I forgot to tell Carlos somebody we knew died. He's like, I just forgot to tell Carlos that so-and-so died. And he says, yeah, but I'm not going to call him. He's driving. I don't want to interrupt him while he's driving. Man, but I got to tell him that he died. And here you come walking in the door. So there was a series of things. And then I tell him, I said, I just thought of my cousin, just like that. And she texts me right there. So that was my introduction to, I guess, kind of, maybe not my introduction, but my first time kind of paying attention. All right. Okay. And then stuff is like happening. Stuff has happened for the past month. Anywhere from 3 weeks to a month. There's a lot of that going on with me, but I'm going to save that for another time. I gotta wait. You'll understand later. But I'm talking to a friend / therapist also. I know a lot of therapists now. How did this happen when I needed you guys? Anyways, is she a therapist? Coach? Yeah, she's a therapist. So same thing. I thought of her because there was something on my mind. And she texts me, or she sends me a video of her talking to me. Like I'm just waking up and there's a video waiting for me. So it's stuff like that that's happening. So how do I feel about manifestation? Do my best to not go into part 2, or because I'm in the beginning stages. I don't want to tell you the middle, because right now I feel like I'm in the middle stages, and that's going to take some time. The beginning, even I have a friend / what is she? A coach? Therapist? What is she? What are you? Even her, it's been very strong. And I brought that up because of this. Like, you could be so far away, like the sun can be so far away. But the strength, and then once you understand what the connection is, the strength of it is so powerful, it charges. And I believe that's what's happening to me. Like, it's charging me. I don't fully have it yet, but that's how I'm figuring out. That's how I'm kind of thinking right now. I wish I could tell you guys some stuff right now, but I'm going to save it later. There's stuff happening. It is unreal. Unreal. Okay, let me try to close it up. Okay, so, man, like this, my friend here, she's a therapist, coach, or whatever she is. I haven't talked to her in 3 months. Was it 3 months? I haven't talked to her in 3 months, I believe. And I had thought of her the night before, and I wake up and she sends me a video. Like, this is amazing to me, folks. And there's a lot of stuff please be patient. Okay. Then the 427, I feel like I'm finally understanding the 427. Not fully, but it's the energy. It's the energy. Sometimes I don't know what it is right. Oh man, you guys not, see, when I break out of my little trance, I'm like, you guys not going to understand this. I see this I did this song. It's a powerful song. It's called All Through the Night. Damn, I don't want all of you guys to know that, but All Through the Night. Check that video out. See how long that video is? I didn't realize this until a month later or something like that. 427. That's how long the video is. It's stuff like that that's happening. Is it that we can think about somebody, we can accept that. You ever thought about somebody you love, and then you call that person and they're like, I was just thinking about you. Like, well, it happens all the time. Why is it that we can accept that, but we can't accept the word manifestation, or we can't accept the energy, the power of the world that God created? Okay. Why is it that we can only select? Why are we conditioned to say, well, since everybody's doing it, then okay, it's natural, it's normal. But then when you start to investigate it, it gets a little too eerie. I think that's how I was in the beginning. But now there's something to it. It hasn't even been a year for me, but I'm getting more and more stronger with it. The force is strong with this one. So 427, I think it was always there. Like it is telling me, I can feel it. Like sometimes it's letting me know no, sometimes it's letting me know yes. So how I feel about manifestation? It's something else. It's something else. Oh, can I say one more thing? I was listening to this reading. I don't know how it showed up. I don't do the readings. I don't do all that stuff. I don't do all that. That was the problem. I don't do all that. That's a whole nother topic in itself. But there was this one, it just was there. I opened up my YouTube and it was just sitting there. And then it had a title, which I can't remember now. It had a title that only I could understand. Only I could understand this title. It was talking about me. So I said, no. I was like, no. I said, yeah, I got to see what this thing is. I got to see what it is. Pressed it. I got emotional. So I think it's something there, folks. You got to be patient. We as people in the world, we are not patient. Check that out. I'm going to talk more on it, but I just want to get this part out. I don't even know my point on this. I just want to get it out because of the conversation today. Thank you for watching. He was like this. And then he wasn't looking at the bowl anymore. It was just. Then he started to go faster. And then he was like he's begging for help. Damn it, Carlos! He was like, Jesus Christ! Somebody help me, please! I said, what you want me to do, man? What you trying to do, man?